What's up guys, MeanSpeed here. Today going to be doing another suggested setup. This is going to be the anchor drop and the cooler. Now I know that I've done a lot of gunner related setups recently. The reason for this is just because, as you guys know, or well you might not know, I have a list of the setups that I have left to do, and most of the time I pick one at random unless it's been requested and upvoted a lot. And yeah, I guess these gunner related ones were just left till last on the list. I'm not finishing the list yet. I've still got a decent amount left to go, but that's why they're mainly gunner related things. So hopefully you don't mind gunner gameplay for today. So yeah, the cooler, I've said it many times. Well, I don't think I've said it many times, but it's definitely an incredibly powerful weapon. And yeah, it can shut down knifers extremely quickly. But I don't think there are any knifers in this game. And in fact, this is such a huge map. The cooler kind of seems like an extremely situational weapon. I mean, it is anyway, but on a huge map, it's even harder to get the best use out of it. So yeah, it's kind of problematic, but once again, it's my problem that I chose this map. But obviously I did it because, more variety, and Wicked Wake is a nice map anyway. So yeah. The anchor drop I've used a lot. Definitely it can be very powerful and can be a crit monster, and be very powerful. But the recoil is actually very noticeable. I think maybe to balance out weapons like the battle rifle and the warfighter, they could be given some recoil similar to this weapon, because this weapon really does have, incredible recoil to, make it balanced, I guess. I personally don't think it needs that much recoil. I think one reason you don't see many people using the weapon is because, the recoil is pretty insane. But I guess it won't ever be changed. But maybe in the future they could make other weapons like the battle rifle have more recoil to maybe make them harder for people to use. So yeah. Obviously, once again, I wasn't given an explosive, so I went ahead with the tank buster. So yeah. In this gameplay, I believe we were struggling to take airfield, and basically we were at beach the whole time. And yeah, it was kind of a solo effort. I didn't really stay with any teammates. I normally don't, to be honest. If I'm trying to show off a setup, I'll just do stuff on my own. So yeah. So the anchor drop, like I said, I've used it before. It's one of those weapons where it can be very powerful and it can crit a lot, and it can be better than the standard MG. But it isn't really that much more than the standard MG. Some people just think that it is exactly like the standard MG. It's a bit better, obviously, but it still has that recoil, and if you're used to using super cheesers and stuff, you probably wouldn't like it, because one, the reason you have a super cheeser is because you don't like the default anyway, most likely, and if you're used to using a super cheeser, you're not used to using weapons with recoil. So yeah, I like it, but I think most people wouldn't want to use this weapon anyway. The cooler, I've seen a decent amount of people use it, but obviously in high level games you're going to get shut down by IEG, and it's very common, which is another reason why that weapon isn't used much anyway. But yeah, I do find the setup quite fun. But I think my outfit suits it as well. I've got the World War II, I've got the snowman thing to suit the weapons. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.